Well, welcome back, soccer fans, to our second game of the day. All part of the 2018 Under-18 Atlantic Showcase. We got Team Nova Scotia. Looks like they're going to be in their traditional blue jerseys against Team New Brunswick in white. These webcasts are all being brought to you by Bella Line TV1. My name is Ian Chater, along with Colleen McConnell and cameraman Daryl Redmond. We just had the boys match between the same two provinces with a 1-0 victory from New Brunswick over Nova Scotia. So we'll see how these two teams fare today. Welcome back, Colleen.
Good morning, Ian, and good morning, everybody out there. Hopefully you've got your cup of tea and a little snack.
And you made something for your mom.
You're ready to settle in. I'll see my mom later this evening. I'm in charge of dessert tonight, so...
well, happy Mother's Day to all the
holy
moms
smokes,
out there.
we don't
And
know how
happy
that's
Mother's
going to
Day-
work
Happy
out.
Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
So we're going to get action on the go now.
Okay, so I think the girls are coming in with a special message here.
A little special message here for the team.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy Mother's Day!
All right, that's awesome. Good job.
And thank you to all the moms out there who've been helping these girls and players all around our listening area get to their games as children,
and
make sure they're well nourished and well hydrated, and giving
clean
them
those
the
all sweaty
encouragement.
jerseys.
Oh, see,
Anyway, that was a nice touch.
we do it all, and that's great.
I have to compliment the referee Tony Mullet there for putting that together, and he wants to send out a happy Mother's Day to his beautiful wife Eileen. So here we are, first half action on the go. Like I said, Nova Scotia's in the blue, New Brunswick is in the white. What were the results over the last 2 days? Am I putting you on the spot now if I told you that?
If you ask me which.
For both teams.
Okay. So Nova Scotia's 1-1.
Yep.
They lost yesterday to Team Newfoundland and Labrador, which was a huge game for the Newfoundland and Labrador girls, by the way, because there's been a huge rivalry between those two teams
No
for
doubt.
a lot of years,
Yeah.
and usually Nova Scotia comes out on top, so that was a big game yesterday for Team Newfoundland and Labrador. New Brunswick have been playing really well, but the results have not shown that.
No.
They are 0-2
Okay.
on the tournament, but there have been no blowouts here.
No. And I know they've both been playing very, very well. And we've had a great 3 days, well, two full days of soccer, and now we're starting day 3. And I've been nothing but impressed by the boys and girls teams. The caliber of play has been excellent. So, all right, here we are. Throw in here now for Nova Scotia. Ball is crossed, and that's gathered in by Daigle. The keeper now today for New Brunswick is Courtney Daigle. And looking down now, the keeper for Nova Scotia, I'm pretty sure that's Devin Bode, right?
It looks like, yep.
Yep.
I was watching the two New Brunswick keepers warming up earlier, so in it goes. Oh, no.
The New Brunswick player got up there and challenged the keeper while the ball was still in the air, and she was able to get a body part on it, and it trickles into the net for an early 1-0 lead for New Brunswick.
And I'm just waiting for the New Brunswick player to spin around so we can get the number, and that was Claire Dempsey.
1-0 New Brunswick at the 2.5 minute mark of the first half. There's Adams out to Cosgrove. And that rolls too far. It'll be a throw. It'll be a Goal kick now for Nova Scotia.
Dempsey pushing the pace again there.
Yep. McIntosh. Throwing the ball in now was Thomas, number 14 from New Brunswick. Sarah Thomas into her teammate, number 13, Alexandra Roy. Megan Simone looking for her teammate. Here's Cosgrove battling the ball. Still has it. McIntosh looking down the side. That rolls off for a throw in. Isabella Senecal threw that in. She's only 14 years old, I understand.
That's right. She and Alexandre Noel are the two youngest players on Team New Brunswick. Senecal 14, Alexandre Noel only 15 years old. Like a lot of the teams here, the New Brunswick team has a mixture of ages. Most of them being 17, 18 years old. Nova Scotia, generally a younger team, mostly 16, 17-year-olds.
Right on.
So, you know, as we've mentioned a few times this weekend, this is a showcase. It's intended to be a scouting opportunity for some of these players, certainly any of them that want to move on and play varsity. And, you know, the coaches have been doing a good job of rotating people through and making sure that they're spreading the playing time around.
Perfect.
Obviously, y'all want to compete hard, and winning is always fun, but, you know, this has really been about the experience and getting people the looks from the scouts that are here. We have had 12 scouts in town this week from 9 different universities and colleges.
Awesome.
Others watching our broadcast on their computers.
Yep. Or whatever device they want to these days. iPads.
That's right,
or
yeah, for
iPhones,
sure.
Or smartphones, I should say. Claire Langeal will throw that in. No, she won't. She passed that off, I think. Trying to get used to who's playing where now.
So Courtney Daigle, as you mentioned, starting in net this game for Team New Brunswick. Their other keeper, Chelsea Burnham, is actually committed to the University of Moncton for the fall, so we'll be seeing her on the AUS circuit.
Yep.
A lot of the other players, you know, probably already in discussions with schools and or have some idea where they'd like to go.
Here's Langeal, one-on-one. Here's Crow, outside to McIntosh. Can she get a shot away? She does, but it goes well over the net.
Yeah. The younger players, of course, won't be able to commit until the fall, till sort of September, October timeframe.
Gotcha.
So, so still an important weekend for them too, even though they're not able to sign or commit just yet. Good opportunity for them to show their stuff to a broader audience.
Yep. It's a great tournament. Good name for it, Showcase. Here's Noel. Looking downfield, but that's intercepted by Nova Scotia. Wilton puts it outside to Langeal. That rolls off for a throw-in. Simone will throw that in. That goes off of Leyden for another throw-in for New Brunswick, and that goes off Brockbank there. Layden will throw that in. No, Keenest puts that over to Adams. Dempsey looking for a second. And that'll roll harmlessly into Bode. Here's Layden going down the right side. Pushes the ball through. Here's Wilton with the cross. Rowinski. She fell at the same time as getting her leg on the ball. She's favoring something. There's a little bit of a limp. Cosgrove puts that right through, and no trouble for Daigle to come out and gather that in. Here's Rowinski.
She has been a fantastic general for this team on the back line all weekend. Solid defense and great leadership from the New Brunswick captain.
Waugh's pass or shot was blocked. Here's Noel. Here's Wilton on the attack for Nova Scotia. She takes a shot. That goes off of Rowinski.
And Wilton has found the back of the net a couple of times for Nova Scotia this weekend. So we know that she is a scoring threat.
Here's Wilton. Outside to Layden. Layden takes the turn. She gets the ball across. Thomas clears that out outside the 18. Noel puts it out. There's Cosgrove, got a bit of time, getting the ball under control. Outside to McIntosh. McIntosh with the cross. That's cleared. Adams gets her head on it. Here's Keenest. Gofton back to Adams. There's Wilton battling with Rowinski. Cosgrove into Gofton. Stepping up on the play is Strickland. Wilton turns.
Nova Scotia making nice use of the field.
That was Layden coming up from the back, from outside back position. Bolduc shot was blocked. Strickland, McIntosh. Cosgrove overruns it. Thomas has it under control for New Brunswick. McIntosh comes back and takes it from her. Here's Gofton. Cosgrove puts that ball right into the middle of the field. Strickland pushing that ball outside. Langeal catches up to it. Going one-on-one with Simone. Simone comes out for the better on that one.
Keenest pokes it back in.
Strickland for a shot from far out. And that goes over the top of the bar. Still no score. Over 12 minutes gone in this first half. Game 2 of a 4-game schedule today. All games are going to be webcast on Bella Line TV 1. Hope all the team's family, friends, and the like are all enjoying these webcasts, because I know Bella Line TV 1 is very happy to bring them to you. Simone gets that down to the left side, but it's intercepted by Lange. I was right, yeah, Layden, sorry. Comes outside here to Senecal. Throw in now for Nova Scotia. Gofton, back to Adams. Back to Gofton. Adams going to put it safely back to her keeper. Keeper is pressured. Wilton. Side to Layden. Strickland. There's Layden again. Nice ball through. The Langeal, yeah.
Yeah.
Ball's crossed. And that goes right through the box. Doesn't touch anybody. Throw in now for New Brunswick. Here's Strickland coming down through the middle. She might take a shot. She does, but it's blocked and deflected. Daigle tried to keep that in because it was deflected off her teammate. Tried to keep it from getting a corner, but to no avail. Wilton will go over there now and do the honors for her team from Nova Scotia. Might be the first corner of this game.
I think it has been the first corner of the game, yeah. And see Nova Scotia getting set up.
So Wilton puts that ball over into the box. Got a head on it, and that goes over the top of the box. Crow got her head on it. Looked like it was going in there for a split second.
Yeah, and Crow is another player that has also scored in this tournament. So one of their definitely one of Nova Scotia's scoring threats.
Rowinski puts it back to Daigle. Wow, over to Rowinski. Rowinski. Too far for number 9. Boucher. Here's Strickland for Nova Scotia. Outside again. Wilton loses. Here's Bolduc. Bolduc puts it down the left side, looking for Brockbank.
A little too much on that, I think. And it's going to be a Nova Scotia throw-in.
Keenest gets it out. The wind is still got a bit of breeze going here today. You can see the ball getting hung up. And it's a free kick for New Brunswick. This could be dangerous right in the center of field, probably 10 yards outside the 18. It looks like the youngster on the team is going to...
yeah, Isabelle Senecal.
She's done a few of these over the past couple of days. Said she's probably 10 yards out.
And I would say she's going right on the net.
She's going to take a shot, and she takes a shot. Well done. Nice shot. And up for the task, a very nice save by Devin Bode, the keeper for Nova Scotia, to keep it a scoreless game. That looked like it was going in too.
It did, yeah, it did. I wasn't quite sure if she'd get enough of it because it would have been just. Her
timing was good.
Yeah.
Here's the cross by Senecal. A little bit of a head on it by her teammate. Thomas puts it right back in, and that's gathered in by Bode. So New Brunswick, they're sniffing around for their first goal of the game.
Second goal.
Sorry, second goal. My apologies. And keeper for Nova Scotia stood the task. Here's Cosgrove now for Nova Scotia to do the throw in. Strickland, off of Strickland's head for another throw in. Thomas. Stepping up was Adams. Here's McIntosh. Couldn't get her foot on it. Here's Strickland again. McIntosh. Ball's bobbing around close to the touch line. Puts the ball in the center of the field. Bit of time here now for McIntosh. She gets it under control. Makes a couple of moves. Going down the left side. Here's Crow. Puts that outside to Wilshire. Wilton. Where'd that come from?
I have no idea.
I'm just making up names now. Simone throws that in. Cosgrove got a bit of space. She's going to take one from far out. No trouble there for Daigle. Coming up on the 20-minute mark of the first half already. Foul on the play.
Rowinski seems to be limping a little bit there.
Yeah, I think she's been playing through an injury because each game she does a little bit of limping. There's something bothering her.
Okay, whatever it is, she's going to shake it off and carry on.
There's Gofton battling with Rowinski. Here's Strickland. She was pressured by number 9, Boucher. Ball's outside to Brockbank. She has lots of space.
Yeah.
Here's a shot. Off the crossbar.
Great chance for Brockbank.
Still 1-0 though. That was a nice
I thought that was going to come down and bounce in.
bounce down as well, yeah. Nice strike there by Brockbank. She was unlucky though.
New Brunswick with a corner.
Senecal gets that over into the box. Nice cross. Here's Waugh. She tried to get her left foot on it, rolled off.
Yeah, didn't quite get the contact she wanted
Nope.
there. And it'll be a goal kick for Devon Bode.
Strickland. Here's Waugh. Back to Rowinski. Back to Waugh. Crow looking down through the middle. Langeal outside to Wilton. Wilton one-on-one with Bolduc. Here's the shot. And that goes wide. Nice try. Looking for that equalizer.
Both teams doing a good job of advancing the ball up and down the field. Been a lot more opportunities than we've seen in some of the games. Certainly there have been a few games where there's been just a lot of activity in the midfield and
Yes.
nobody really being able to advance or penetrate both sides with some good opportunities early
And that's
on
just
here.
it. The wings are the way to do it. There's always all kinds of space on the wings to advance the ball, and then if you're able to get a good foot on it, get across, set up your opportunities. The middle always seems always blocked up. It's always hitting a leg or.
We're just waiting for the ball to come in. It's 23 minutes gone in the first half of this game. Nova Scotia and New Brunswick.
Here's Senecal. She's got a nice lob. Good effort there from far out. But still 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0 New Brunswick on a really early goal from Claire Dempsey.
Was it 2 minutes?
Yeah, about 2 minutes in. Bit of a surprise. One quick volley and bobbled a little bit, and she was there to clean it up and put it away.
Langeal comes all the way back. Here's Keenest. Back to Langeal. It is a throw-in. New Brunswick thought it was their ball, but it was actually a throw-in for Nova Scotia. Boucher back to Bolduc. She battles with Wilton. That ball almost got through. Well done by Adams. Cut that off. All the way back to Bode. Bit of pressure on. Here's Keenest.
And that's Dempsey up there again. Determined to add a second one to her first goal.
And that'll roll for a goal kick. We're going to have our first couple of substitutions now of the game. In the showcase now, all teams get they're allowed 7 subs per half and unlimited at halftime. So coming out is Gofton.
And Langeal.
And Langeal. Okay, she's already off. And who came in? Let's see.
So we got Hannah Lewis is
yes,
there.
Hannah Lewis.
And I can't see the number on the far side.
Number 43.
Caitlin Woodworth.
Woodworth. So Woodworth and Lewis are in the game for Nova Scotia. Here's Woodworth now, makes the turn. Here's gets it over to the top of over to the front of the net, but that's cleared out. They still have possession though. Wilton outside to Woodworth. She makes another turn. Oh, they almost got their equalizer there. Woodworth has made an impact already in the first minute she's subbed in. She's made that run and been able to beat Simone on the far right there. Intercepted by Senecal. On the ground. Referee said the foul was having the arm up, coming in with the elbow out. Here's Keenest being pressured a little bit. Here's Adams coming along with the ball. She's looking for Crow. Strickland loses control of it. Here's Waugh. Nova Scotia gets it back though. Wilton outside.
Over to Woodworth.
Woodworth, good speed. Might be a little bit of a mismatch over there because the speed of Woodworth doesn't. Simone's can't seem to contain it. Ball's in the box. Nice try. Crow got a nice effort in there. Got her foot on the ball, but Dago was in the right place at the right time. Here's Noel. Outside to Brockbank. Brockbank is able to come up with it.
She's
going down the left side. She doesn't have not many numbers inside that box, but here's Dempsey looking for her second. Cosgrove breaks out quickly. Intercepted by Roy. Thomas. Rowinski Berwinski breaks through. McIntosh looking for Strickland. She found her. Strickland. Crow with the big switch. Looking for Woodworth. Can she catch up to it? No. Throw in for Nova Scotia. Still 1-0 New Brunswick on a very early goal by Dempsey. Here's Crow. Lewis. Woodworth. They're building up again, looking for that equalizer. Here's Simone being watched by Woodworth. That goes off for a goal kick. Coaching staff for Nova Scotia is Kate McDonald and Ashley Donald. While Team New Brunswick, you have your coaches Florian Nima and Jamie Pollock. Cosgrove stood with the ball on her foot. Looking for Crow. Here's Layden. Into the middle of the field for Strickland. That was off the mark. But they do have it back. Here's
No, good
here's,
challenge
here's,
with Crow
here's
and
Crow.
Berwinski. Strickland.
Oh! She almost found the far corner. Daigle stretched out, but it went just past her fingers. .30 gone. 1-0 New Brunswick. Here comes Noel. And that's cleared out by Lewis. Gives her team the opportunity to come back and mark up. Layden will take the throw in, get it back to Keenest. Throw in for Nova Scotia.
So we're 30 minutes into this first half action. New Brunswick versus Nova Scotia at the 2018 U18 Atlantic Showcase. I'm Colleen McConnell with Ian Chater and Daryl Redmond, coming to you live from King George V pitch in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Nice ball down. Here comes Woodworth. Will she get the equalizer? Nice save by Daigle. Foul on the play.
Great save by Daig and great pressure by the Nova Scotia side.
Yeah,
Both teams really doing a good job advancing the ball, using the wings and their speed. Been really pleased with the game so far.
Yeah, oh yes, most definitely. Woodworth has really made an impact since she's came into the game there. She's had 3 or 4 great runs down that right side. Well done by Daigle though to come out, cut down the angle as much as she could. Big save. Keep her team up 1-0. Is that too far? And that's too far for Woodworth and not want to speed as fast as she is.
So this will be the final game of the tournament for both of these teams.
Yep.
This is the Atlantic Showcase, so teams have been making a point of sharing the playing time around a little bit,
Yep.
which has been great. We've had 12 scouts from 9 different organizations, so hopefully they've had some interesting games to watch and notes to take.
Any of the scouts looking for a play-by-play guy or no?
I don't know. There's been nobody knocking on the booth door there, Ian.
Nobody staying after for autographs or nothing?
We play for hot dogs and
We
coffee.
do too. Give us a hot chocolate. Back to Daigle. Here's Noel. She was looking for Senecal. Senecal got it back to Noel. Flicked down by Senecal. But Nova Scotia's back on the attack. There goes Woodworth again. Nice cross. There's McIntosh on top of the box. Back to Cosgrove. Back into the 18 again. Here's Lewis. Lewis is going to try one from far out. No trouble there for Daigle. Nova Scotia's definitely taken the play to New Brunswick over the last 10 minutes. Looking for that equalizer. Throw in. Layden will do the honors. Back to Keenest. Here's Lewis. Looking to switch it over to the left side here.
Yeah, nice speed from Cosgrove there coming up.
Strickland and McIntosh trying to make things happen. Here's Crow. She going to be able to turn and shake a shot? She does. It's blocked. Here's another shot by Wilton. Well done. Daigle keeps the shutout going. She gets the ball to center. Lewis again. Wilton puts it out to Layden. Layden got a little bit of space down that right side. Looking for Strickland. Here's Crow. Can she get the shot away? Yes, she does. And Daigle makes another great save. Definitely getting tested here in the last 10, 15 minutes. She's had 3 or 4 great saves.
Yeah, and the game opened up pretty evenly, trading back, both sides trading up and down the field. But it's been mostly Nova Scotia for the last 15 or 20 minutes.
There's the cross. And there it is. That's a good goal.
That was Strickland?
Strickland got her head on it, as almost similar to the goal that New Brunswick got. The keeper was going to grab the ball, and just before able to gather it in, Strickland got her head on it.
About 35 minutes. Nice goal. Lot of great pressure. You could see
Yes,
something was
something was going to happen there.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Now we'll see if they can keep that pressure up or if New Brunswick can respond quickly.
Counterattack, yep. Here's Wilton making her way into the box. That's going to go off for a corner. We have a substitution here now. So Claire Dempsey is going out, number 8 for New Brunswick. And coming in, I believe that's
Abigail
Abigail
McFarlane.
McFarlane. Spark plug. Rowinski got her head on that to clear it out of the box. That's way too far for anybody to get. But it was cleared out of harm's way by New Brunswick, who felt the pressure. Here's Cosgrove being chased down by Brockbank. Lewis turns it back to Keenest.
Well, let's see what this sub can do. We know how fast she is, and she's a real scoring threat. It'll be interesting to see if she can do for New Brunswick what Woodward did for Nova Scotia when she came out, made an immediate impact and started setting things up and causing the havoc that eventually led to a goal.
Yes. Here's a short pass out to Noel. Looking down that left side. McFarland put the pressure on Keenest, so she had to play the ball.
Yeah. Wind making its presence known again. Been pretty good here on King George this morning, but every now and again we'll get a
little gust
that
that lasts for 2 hours.
holds up the ball a little bit.
So we got a corner here now for New Brunswick. Senecal will do the honors.
And she has impressed all weekend. One of the many players that we've seen that have been
There's the
just
it goes behind the net.
doing a great job.
I thought that was hooking in there
Yeah, that one did not go where she wanted it.
because I believe her goal that she did get was off the corner.
It was.
In the
you're
first
right.
game they
You're
played.
right about that. That was against Newfoundland and Labrador.
Dangerous play there.
And then she scored again yesterday on a penalty
Penny
kick.
King, yep.
So despite her youth, clearly a go-to player for New Brunswick
Yes,
already.
They have a lot of confidence in her. Advantage Nova Scotia. Here's Lewis. Senecal comes back to break that up. Here's Bolduc. Back to Rowinski. Outside to Thomas. Little misplay there by Nova Scotia. There's Thomas looking for someone. Lewis still with the ball. Keenest puts it out to Layden. Layden makes the move. Woodworth puts it down the right side. No one really there. Noel gathers in there for New Brunswick. Here's Wilton. Woodworth. Layden comes up from the back. Layden with the cross. Gathered in by Daigle. It's Woodworth again. Makes the move. Shot from far out.
Oh, and it's going to be a corner for Nova Scotia.
Daigle-
Daigle could have let that one go, but tried to put
Better
it
safe
down.
than sorry.
So Woodworth setting up to take that kick for Nova Scotia.
There's the cross. It's in the box and goes right out of the box again. Here's Brockbank. Probably going to look for one, send it down the right side for McFarland. Cosgrove. That went out of bounds. They're going to do the hurry up play. No, they're not. But they're going to try to.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to try and catch them in transition.
Yep. Brockbank being closely watched by Cosgrove. Brockbank gets that ball over. She was looking for Senecal. Here's McFarland. Can she get away? It's caught up in her foot. New Brunswick, they're knocking on the door there, trying to go take the lead back.
Just 3 minutes left in regulation time for the first half. I don't think we'll see a whole lot of
No.
extra time added on.
Thomas. Here's Roy taking chase. Can she catch up to it? Yes, she does. She crosses it over, and that goes wide for a goal kick.
tie game right now, 1-1, Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Final game for both of these teams at the 2018 Under-18 Atlantic Showcase.
Here's Thomas. She loses possession outside the McIntosh. Probably going to be too far. Yes, it is. Well done by Boucher too. Oh.
Okay, Nova Scotia throw on that one.
Okay. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
I see Mike Power in the stands, our Director of Player Development with the NLSA and the coach of the Memorial University Seahawks women's team. He and assistant coach Laura Breen have been around most of the weekend.
Yep. Here's Boucher. Will she try one from there? No. Senecal might. Nice ball put outside the Bolduc.
Yeah, nice heads-up play by Bolduc there. And Senecal. We'll have a New Brunswick corner coming up.
Senecal will take it. That ball is crossed. And it goes right through for a goal kick.
Little too deep, yeah.
Coming up now, the last few seconds of regulation of the first half. 1-1 tie. Here's Strickland. Looking for McIntosh. McIntosh has it. Being pressured by Thomas. Here's Lewis. She found Wilton, but Wilton lost possession of it. Here's Senecal pushing it through the Bolduc. New Brunswick on the attack. Boucher putting the pressure on Lewis. We're into injury time here now, injury/stoppage time.
And I would think there will be very little of that. Here we go.
And there's the final whistle for the first half. 1-1 tie here. Well played first half by both teams. And what have we got here for scores?
So New Brunswick, off the hop right away, they had a goal with Claire Dempsey at 2 minutes in. Nova Scotia responded a little while later. 35 minutes in, we had a goal from Kaylee Strickland, number 18. Quiet since then, but they've been trading back and forth possession up and down the field, and you know, we're seeing a lot of really good action, a lot of good ball movement.
It is a
today.
good action game. A lot of, like I said, I'm pretty impressed with the caliber of play. So we'll take a break here now for the intermission for halftime, approximately 10 minutes, and we'll be back for second half action. And you're watching these webcasts, all brought to you by Bella Line TV1, all part of the Atlantic Showcase here for the under-18s. So we'll talk to you in a few minutes. Over for now.
wanders off the beaten path. And then there's this place. Newfoundland and Labrador.
Hey, go on! Go on! Mind your own business!
The antenna is holding, sir.
Yes, bravo. Oh, look there. Yes, indeed. This is going to make your world a lot different than the one I grew up in.
You know where England is?
Sure, it's over there.
And over there is where that sound is coming from. Right, Mr. Marconi?
Through the air, across the ocean. The first time ever.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology. So you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
You know, when I was a kid, wherever we went by pedal bike. Just imagine pedaling your bike every day, going to Carpoon to Lancer Meadows. We've been all over the place here. We went in every nook and cranny and climbed across the roof and hung on the beam. You know what young fellas are like. When this is here, you come and explore. My character is Ragnar, and my role is a blacksmith. Talk about where the Vikings got their iron and smelt it down and turn it into nails. The Vikings. Yeah, I think they're still here.
Senor Caballo! On deck, sir. You won't believe your eyes.
Captain, over here! You must see this!
Look at the captain down there. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Amazing. So
Codfish, so thick they stayed the progress of our ship. Your fleets will have no further need of Iceland. Fish is enough to feed this kingdom, oh sire, until the end of time.
It's packed to the rafters in the Edmonton Arena. Everyone is feeling the pressure on the Grabs as they await the American champs. Here's the Cleveland favorite Knits now, and boy, do they look impressive.
Look at their uniforms. I bet you could sure run in smart shirts like those.
Not that. Look, world champs in my eye.
Grads, we don't play for glory. We play the game for the game's sake. So tonight, you're going to earn that title by playing your game. Teamwork, passing. Let's show them what it means to play the Grads.
The Edmonton Grads were champions for 25 years. The record of 502 wins and only 20 losses is unmatched in all of sport.
There's nothing faster than light. Fiber optic uses light to deliver the internet. It's the fastest internet technology. So you can share, learn, stream, or do whatever you want at the speed of light. And only Bell brings fiber optic internet right to your home.
Welcome back, soccer fans, to second half action. The match between Team Nova Scotia and Team New Brunswick. We have a 1-1 tie after 45 minutes. And you're watching webcast brought to you by Bella Line TV1, all part of the 2018 Under-18 Atlantic Showcase. My name is Ian Chater, along with Colleen McConnell and cameraman Daryl Redman. Welcome back, Colleen.
Yes, thank you, Ian. Been a great first half, so it'll be an interesting game to see how the two teams come out in the second half. We're at 1-1 at the moment. Early goal by New Brunswick. Claire Dempsey
very early,
right off the hop, around 2 minutes in. Teams trading back and forth generally pretty evenly in the first half, couple of good chances. Then it became all Nova Scotia, and they really put a lot of pressure on till they finally equalized. Then it went back to being about even. So we'll see now how they start this half.
That's out of bounds for a throw in for Nova Scotia. And there's definitely some substitutions happened at halftime, because you can see one right away, number 52 on the back line there for Nova Scotia. Carly Burrell. She plays a really, really good game. Here she is now at the ball. Here's Burrell. Passed off to Lewis. In the number 62, Blinn. She's a substitution at halftime as well. Looks like number 11, Daniela Kidston, is into the match. By the way, number 62 is Madeline Blinn. Give her first name as well. I don't know if who else you got out there on the Nova Scotia side.
I'm just trying to take a quick rundown of who's who out there.
Oh, and
Haley Baker is in as well.
Baker is there now,
yeah.
Yep. Adams was already playing. On the far left. Here's Baker trying to get free to get a shot. Burnham gathers that in. Chelsea Burnham is the keeper now for New Brunswick. Blinn looking for Kidston. That's gone too far. I think that's still Woodworth. Is that still Woodworth over on the far left? Let me see now. I can't see her number.
Looks like we just need to wait for her to spin around there.
I'm looking for her because the knee brace is on too. I'm trying to remember.
And we've got a number 17 out there for New Brunswick, which we don't have on our list, but I think it might be Melina Johnstone Cantine.
Cantine? No, I don't know. I have to see her face.
She would normally be number 5. And I don't see her subbing into the game so far.
Yes. Here's Nova Scotia on the attack. Thomas down the right side, and that goes out of bounds. Oh, so number 43 was the one I was looking at the far. Yeah, that is Woodworth, so she's still in the game. I thought so. All right, so that seems to be Nova Scotia we got looked after. Chloe Gionnet, number 10, on the back line there for right here.
For New Brunswick,
For New Brunswick. It's in the game. Handball. Here's Lewis. Out to Burrell. Well done. Okay, here's Adams. Too far ahead. That's out of Kidson for a throw in. I think by the law of elimination, I think you may be 100% right, Colleen, that number 17
is also known as Johnstone County?
Yes.
Yep.
Because everyone else has been in. Okay. See if anybody sends a little, corrects us on Twitter. Our handle should be on the screen still. Burrell puts that down in the right corner. Nobody there. They'll roll off for a goal kick. New Brunswick hasn't been over half yet in this early part of the second half. Almost 6 minutes in. Here's Rowinski. Johnson Quentin. See if anybody reaches out to us. Now to say. Good eyes. So we were correct. Laurie Johnston.
Ah, good job.
She's the one that helped us out yesterday with regards to the New Brunswick team. Thank you very
Excellent.
much. And I'm saying, and we can probably also say that that's probably her mom. Her last name is Johnston.
Very likely. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes. And thank you very much for helping us out throughout the weekend. Cosgrove on the left. Oh, here's Blinn. Rowinski puts the ball into the middle in the Johnson Quentin. Lots of space there now for Rowinski to come up to the right-hand side. No real pressure. Now she gets pressured a bit. Up to Thomas. Thomas looking for McFarlane. Here's Kidson battling with Waugh. All the way far over to Thomas. Thomas was looking for Brockbank. Cosgrove making a run in the feet of Blinn.
Lots of give and take so far, Ian, but they're not, and now they're starting to, but they're not, haven't been spreading the field as well as they had been in the first half.
Have not.
So like to see them start making a bit more use of their wings and advancing the ball that way. Both teams had a lot more success.
On the ground. Foul against Nova Scotia. Raw gets that up, but the wind is playing a little bit of havoc again, holding that ball up in the air. Here's Senecal. Nice ball through. Here comes Brockbank, makes that turn. She has a little bit too much on that. That rolls all the way over for a goal kick.
We've got a coffee delivery coming in. Thank you very much to our parents.
Oh.
So goal kick now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. So we're being well looked after
I love being looked after.
by the Newfoundland and Labrador parents and our colleagues at the NLSA.
That's intercepted there by Kitson. She's being watched there by Noel. The ball is crossed. Handled easily by Burnham. Burnham with the drop kick. Baker gets her foot on that, gets that over to Wilton.
Cosgrove on the move.
Lots of energy in her too.
Yeah, and I really like
And that's going to go off for a corner.
how Nova Scotia uses its defensive wings.
Yep.
Because you've got Cosgrove on one side, Burrell on the other. Neither of them afraid to go up on the play, and just as big a threat
Most definitely.
as anybody else on the field.
Love those runs. Orwitsky got her head on it. Yeah, we're going to have another corner. Let's see. Is
No,
it?
goal kick.
Goal kick, okay.
And Chelsea
I gotta-
Burnham.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I can't see around the thing here. I didn't see what the linesman had the flag up for, what call. Oh, a little bit of a miscue there. Throw in for New Brunswick.
I think that'll be Nova Scotia.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, sorry.
Yeah, it was off Abigail McFarlane. Who's with McFarlane? Okay, we got a corner coming for New Brunswick. And Isabel Senecal will go take that. That's she's been taking most, if not all, the New Brunswick corners this weekend. 14-year-old from Boundary Creek, New Brunswick. Good block by Burrell.
Here's Thomas. Johnson Tantan.
Nova Scotia looking to
Should
get
turn on my
something going
microphone,
with the attack.
While they're talking away, no microphone on. People are probably happy about that. All right, here's Baker. Gets it into Wilton. Coming up in the
Burrell,
play is
yeah.
Burrell.
Nice movement.
And too far. Goal kick. New Brunswick.
And Chelsea Burnham, the New Brunswick keeper, is going to be playing for the University of Moncton in the fall. She's committed to their program, so hopefully we'll be seeing more of her with the Atlantic University Sport tournaments. We're coming up on 60 minutes in to this game between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Still a tie game, 1-1, as it was at the half. And you're watching the 2018 U18 Atlantic Showcase on Bell Alliant TV1. And thank you to Bell Alliant for carrying these matches for us this weekend. It's a great community service, and I'm sure all the moms and dads and supporters that are watching the live stream really appreciate everything you've done.
Hear, hear.
So I'm Colleen McConnell here with Ian Chater and Daryl Redmond.
Throw in here now for New Brunswick. Baker gets that into Wilton, but loses possession. Here's Johnston Quentin. Gionnet loses possession of that. Ball comes across, gathered in, no problem by Burnham. Cosgrove will throw this in now for Nova Scotia. Half hour left in this match. Still a 1-1 tie. And that rolls too far again. That'll roll for a goal kick. Gionnet gets and puts that out. Not much energy on the field right now. That gets put back in the box, easily handled by Burnham. Rolls out to Rowinski. Pushed out to Thomas. She puts it further down the line, looking for Brockbank. Adams puts that back to her keeper. McFarland tried to intercept, but to no avail. Adams back and forth with Lewis. Boucher comes up with it. But that rolls out for another throw in for Nova Scotia. A lot of the play now in that middle of the field. No one really getting to advance the ball very far. Thomas looking for McFarland, but intercepted by Adams. Adams put that ball. That's a nice ball, though, but too far ahead for Kidston. Here's Rowinski. Out to Thomas. And that rolls off for another goal kick. Noel, back to her keeper. Cosgrove tries to step in front and intercept that. They do get possession, though, Nova Scotia does. Woodworth puts it down to Cosgrove. Cosgrove looking to put that over into the box.
Rowinski's having none of it.
No,
But New Brunswick has yet to clear the ball fully.
It is Woodworth again, going to try a shot from out far. Easily handled by Burnham. Gionnet looking for Senecal. Hickey puts it right back in again, and that rolls off for a throw-in. Substitution here now. Captain Rowinski is going off. Trying to see the number now who just came in. There's a shot for far out. Into the game is number 11, Megan Simone. Here's Simone here now, being challenged. Burrell is up on the play. Noel gets her head on it. Burrell still advantage Nova Scotia, the ref says. Here's a shot on net.
Oh, and it's going to be a Nova Scotia corner. Almost,
nice left foot there by Baker.
Yeah, almost dangerous. Chelsea Burnham with a block and a deflection. So Nova Scotia going to take a shot from the corner. It's a low kick.
Gets it out to Senecal. Senecal puts it back in the middle of the field. That wind playing a little bit of a havoc. Thomas comes up with it. Down that right side looking for Brockbank. Cosgrove intercepts, but loses it to the touchline. Throw in now for Thomas. Substitution here now. Looks like Woodworth has gone out and Langille is back in. Blinn is being substituted for Crow.
And
that was only the two. Oh, foul on the play. Lewis was dumped there. She's okay though. I think her shoe came off.
well, we'll see if these substitutes can spark something for Nova Scotia. Certainly in the first half when they brought in Woodworth,
yep.
Really made an instant impact. Shaking things up.
There's Kitson trying to get control of the ball, being closely watched by Boucher. Keenest gets the ball back to her keeper.
Yep. Picked off by Nova Scotia again.
Cosgrove looking for it, being watched closely by Thomas. Hang on now, looks like Cosgrove might have twisted her ankle there. She tried to change direction.
Oh, she's gonna shake it off and keep going.
Into Crow. Crow's going to look wide.
Kitson
Can
is
Kitson
loose.
catch up to it?
Not
No,
quite.
not again. No. Good effort. The Brunswick looks to play the short ball. That goes out of bounds. Throw in Nova Scotia. Into Crow. She's trying to break between the two defenders.
Okay.
Never really saw a foul the referee saw there, but down the field, Senecal puts it.
And Carissa Boucher puts the ball in.
There's Brockbank, gonna go one-on-one. Too far ahead though. Bode picks it up, rolls it out to Burrell.
Boucher and Senecal.
Senecal, a little bit of a hook there. I'm looking at young Senecal. Looks like she got two very good feet, left and a right.
Yeah, absolutely. Very skilled young athlete.
At 14, that's awesome. Well done by Crow to receive that. Lost possession though. Senecal turns it around. New Brunswick on the attack. Here's Kitson. Kitson makes the turn. Looks to the top. Oh, and it looks like it's an own goal. Looks like it went off Thomas. Puts Nova Scotia up 2-1 at the 71-minute mark. I think if that didn't go off Thomas, I think that was still going to be in the back of the net because standing right next to her was the Nova Scotia player. So here we are now, 2-1, 72 minutes gone in the match. New Brunswick now has to find a way now to get the equalizer. Senecal has lots of energy in the second half. She's in on a lot to play. Let's put to the far wing for Thomas. Cosgrove steps up, puts that out of bounds. New Brunswick throw in. Brockbank has it on her foot. They advance the ball. There's Brockbank trying to make that turn. Gionnet, I think that was half shot, half pass. Boucher now is leaving the game. Carissa Boucher. Coming in for her is Dempsey's back in the game. Number 8, Claire Dempsey.
Dempsey, of course, had the first goal of the game.
Yep.
Just 2 minutes in. So New Brunswick clearly looking to step things up
offensively.
Although Dempsey's fresh legs aren't keeping her from coming all the way back for defense either.
No. Burrell making one of those runs.
So it'll be a Nova Scotia corner at 74 minutes. Not a lot of Nova Scotia players up in the. Oh, someone's down there. Sorry,
Yep.
I missed that.
I didn't see what happened there. It was all part of that play that made the brought on the corner kick.
So one of the New Brunswick players getting a little bit of attention. This is the second game of the day at the 2018 U18 Atlantic Showcase. The last game for both of these two teams. They've had a good tournament so far. A lot of balanced play.
Yep. No, both these teams have fared very well. They're well coached. Lots of skill, lots of heads-up plays.
So teams regrouping on the field while their players getting some attention. So that was number.
Nice to see her walk in.
Yeah, number 10, Chloe Gionnet for New Brunswick. So she
keeps touching the back of her head. I didn't see her fall, and
I didn't notice the play.
No. I don't know if she got the ball in the back of the head or what, but anyway, she'll take a breather there now, but she keeps touching the back of her head. I don't know if they made a substitution for her, did they?
They have a full slate out there, but I didn't see anybody come in. So we'll have to figure that out on the fly.
Baker's going to take a shot.
Good save by the keeper.
Here's Waugh, being watched by Kitson. Oh, it looks like Boucher's back in the game. Here's Brockbank going down the right side. There's a push on the play there.
We've got a substitute coming in for Nova Scotia.
Cosgrove is going out. Coming in is Layden, I think. Can Kitson catch up to it? She does. Puts it across.
Chelsea Burnham makes sure of that one and scoops it up.
Keenest. Back and forth with Burrell. Into Crow. She bobbles that on her feet. Still has control of it now, though. Nice ball through. Oh.
Nice try.
Langiel would like to have that back.
Yeah. Yeah, trying for a little pop over the goalie's head and made it, but just wide of the net. That was Curran Layden that came back into the game for Nova Scotia. So she's over on the far side there on defense.
Yep. Keenest. Touched to Burrell. Burrell into Lewis. Lewis turns.
So coming up later today at noon and 2 o'clock, we've got the Newfoundland and Labrador boys and girls teams both playing PEI. And I think the boys are first, am I right? Or are the girls first
No, it looks
today?
like the boys are first.
That's what I thought.
They just went down to warm up. There's Baker. Being watched by McFarland. Gets it outside. That goes off of Thomas for a Nova Scotia throw-in.
Minutes gone in this second game of the day. Nova Scotia leading New Brunswick 2-1. The goals coming from Claire Dempsey for New Brunswick, Kaylee Strickland from Nova Scotia, and the second Nova Scotia goal actually an own goal by New Brunswick by the look of it.
Yeah, it was.
Johnson Cantin trying to clear the ball out. And it'll be a Nova Scotia throw-in.
Langeal puts that out to Layden. Langeal catch up to it. She does. Gets the cross
Nice
in.
Cross.
There's Kitson. Being watched here by Roy, I should say.
Good
There's
pressure by Nova Scotia.
Wilton, yep. They're looking for their third. Still in. Here's Langeal coming across the top. Lots of action going on top of the box there then. Still 2-1 for Nova Scotia. Kitson, nice turn. And well done by Vernon. Put that over the top of the bar to keep it as a 2-1 game.
Yeah, she's certainly getting a workout down there this last half hour.
That's correct. So Lewis will do the honors here for the corner kick for Nova Scotia. Got a nice head on that. I think that was Crow. Push on the play. Free kick, New Brunswick. Raw will do that. Oh, no. Am I right? Yeah, 13 is Raw.
Yep.
For some reason, I had her down. I had a 3 in my head then, not a 13. Can't do that. The ball has to come outside the 18. Anything that's inside the 18 for any kind of a kick has to come outside the 18 before it touches another player on your own team.
Chelsea Burnham seems to be favoring Her leg limping a little bit there. I think
Well,
she
she
went down
has-
hard on one of those dives.
Yeah, well, she does have the bandage on it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that turf looks right nice, but boy, you can take a good bang off it. Here's McFarlane. Hasn't been as much as a factor since she's came in as in the last couple of games. They're not getting the ball up to her. Not been able to utilize her speed. Here's Crow trying to make the turn, and that'll roll off for a goal kick. 85 now gone in the match.
We'll have a little bit of stoppage time.
That's right. We'll have a little bit. That's right.
At the very end, we had a couple of players down.
Thomas looking for Brockbank. Brockbank trying to split the D. Here's Dempsey. Goffman puts that outside. Thomas recovers though. And now Nova Scotia has possession, and now New Brunswick has it. Oh.
All right. Play the advantage.
Here's Lewis. Still with it on her feet. Pushes it back to Keenest.
Claire Dempsey putting some pressure on Nova Scotia. But Burrell clears it away.
New Brunswick looking to try to get that equalizer. That's cleared out by by Baker. Handball by Crow. New Brunswick knows they don't have much time left, so they're in the rush mode here now, a little sense of urgency. Burnham gets that back up the midfield. Here's Kitson. And just too much on it over the top of the net. Burnham was out for that original play and hadn't got back into the net yet. Coming up on 2 minutes left in regulation time. Still 2-1, Nova Scotia leading New Brunswick in this last game for both teams of the 2018 Under-18 Atlantic Showcase. Hope everyone's enjoying these webcasts, all being brought to you by Bella Line TV1. That'll roll off. Nope. Waz going to keep that in touch. Play it. Johnson Quentin puts it back to her keeper.
Whoa. That's
that'll be a dangerous
yeah, dangerous free kick for Nova Scotia just outside the
a good one for
yes.
Nova Scotia.
Dangerous for
New
New Brunswick. Yes,
yeah.
good point.
Yeah, that's how we speak. It's funny how Nova Scotia loves it.
And Olivia Crow is going to take that by the look of it.
And as I always said, any kind of free kick you're taking, if you're going to take a shot, hit the net.
She brought that in low
Yep,
to the
she
side
brought
of
it
the
in.
wall.
Yep.
But
she hit the net, though.
Chelsea Burnham able to read that well and knock it down.
Here's Boucher. Down the right side. McFarlane. Beats Baker. Bode has it. Boucher battling with Wilton.
Nova Scotia keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, we're all done in regulation time. We're into stoppage and injury time
See
now.
if they can't get a safety marker.
And too far for Kidston.
Referee's looking at his watch there. See how much stoppage time that he adds.
Kidston.
Oh, and Crow.
Will she get a shot away? Saved. Keeper's back in position. Wilton, here's Lewis, taking one from far out. He got deflected a bit. A little bit of a bobble, but no worse for the wear. Drop kicked out to center. McFarlane comes back for it. And
Nova Scotia ball.
And it is a kick too. Langille. Good hustle there of Boucher, saving that from corner. She was trying to find Thomas, couldn't get it. Here's Langille, makes the move. And they get a corner out of it.
I think Burnham thought that might have been off the blue player, but
At that
certainly to me it seemed to be off her.
Yes, but at the vantage point it did too. Throw in for Nova Scotia. Just trying to play down the clock here. Now they are. Here's Layden now. Coming over looking for it is Crow. But
I think this next whistle will be it. It is.
Good eye, Colleen. So there we have it. Game 2 is in the books as part of the 2018 Under-18
Atlantic Showcase.
Atlantic Showcase. I was just thinking about something else then. And this is when I mean Game 2, I mean Game 2 for today. 2-1 victory here for Nova Scotia. You can go ahead and tell the scoring summary.
So Nova Scotia, 2 goals. One from Kaylee Strickland. The other one was an own goal from New Brunswick. Claire Dempsey from New Brunswick with their only goal, and she scored that 2 minutes in. So it's been.
So they opened up the scoring, but then
Nova Scotia took over after that.
Yeah, well played game. I'm sure both the coaching staffs are pleased with their troops and how they've played all weekend, and I congratulate both teams as well on great sportsmanship, great play, and hope they have safe travels home back to their provinces. And I'm sure we'll see you all again in future tournaments as you get older and the like. So we'll close off this game here now today. Next game we have at 12 o'clock noon local time, which might be, it's very soon. So we'll have Team Newfoundland Labrador versus Team PEI on the boys' side. So we'll see you very shortly for that match. On behalf of myself, Ian Chater, Colleen McConnell, and cameraman Daryl Redmond, thank you very much for taking part and watching this webcast brought to you by Bella Line TV1. And again, you're watching webcasts, all part of the 2018 Under-18 Atlantic Showcase. Thank you for now. We'll talk to you in a few minutes for Game 3 of Day 3. Over and out.